Cupcakes are one of those things that are super versatile. You can do any size, any color, any shape, any theme, and they are absolutely adorable for any style of event. In this lesson, I just want to talk to you about cupcake liners. There's a variety of liners out on the market, and it's important to know which one you're choosing and how to utilize them. So the most traditional liner that is out there is actually a paper liner, and they come in a variety of colors and styles. So you can get patterns or solids, everything from pastels to bright colors, and they really are versatile for any type of project. Paper liners must go inside of a baking sheet, and the baking sheet that you have is either going to be a mini cupcake, a standard cupcake, or even a jumbo cupcake. And of course, all of those pans have special liners to work with them. So this is a jumbo cake liner. This is more of a muffin liner, although it can be used as a cupcake as well. And it just requires a slightly larger cupcake pan in order to utilize. This is the standard size. This is the more traditional size cupcake that you will typically find in most stores. And we lastly have a mini cupcake. So these are really bite-sized cupcakes, perfect for just a small individual bite. And it allows your guests to be able to have lots of different flavors because they're so small. You tend to want to eat a couple of them. In the way of the type of liner that you can get, so again, I mentioned paper liners, but you can also get them in foil. So the foil just has a really pretty look to it. It's super shiny, and it's also a little bit more rigid than a traditional paper liner. So you can see the difference between the two as far as its flexibility. That's not so much of an issue, except that the foil will hold up a little bit better once it comes out of the oven and it has the cake inside of it. Because paper liners are just that, they're paper. They do absorb some moisture. And so occasionally, if your batter is really moist and it comes out of the oven and it has too much moisture, sometimes that paper liner will actually just open right up on you. And it basically just becomes a flat liner and your cake is just sort of sitting in the middle of it. So the downside to paper is that you can have some issues with it depending upon the style of batter that you're using. And the foil liners, again, they're really pretty, they're rigid, they hold up a little bit stronger, but they are a little bit more challenging to find. And just like paper liners, they do come in a variety of colors and styles as well. Another type of liner is parchment paper liners, and these actually will go right into your muffin tins as well, but they're a little bit more stylish in that they just have some of these really cute little folds that stay up over the edge of your cupcakes. And again, these can be baked right inside of your liner, so you just put your batter right inside and they bake up really nicely. Another option with these, because these are a little bit more flimsy, I prefer to actually take a foil liner, bake off my cupcake, and then set it right inside of the parchment liner from there. And it just sort of adds a really nice outer look to it without baking off and creating any sort of marks on the parchment itself. And probably my favorite liner of all is actually a cardboard liner. Now, these liners are really nice because, first of all, you don't need any special pans for these. You can just set these right on a sheet pan and bake them off just like this. They're nice and rigid, so they don't lose their shape very easily. And the cake just bakes up really lovely inside, and it's really easy just to peel the fold off when you're ready to eat your cupcake. And these also come in a variety of shapes and sizes, so you have lots of choices out on the market these days. So that's the basic of cupcake liners. I'd encourage you to take a look around at all of the stores that you can find to see which variety you have access to. That's probably the most limiting factor that you'll find when it comes to cupcake liners.